task has nothing to do with the next one. They're like day and night. And without further ado, I'm going to let Jonathan fill you in on everything else. Give it up for Jonathan Boncek.
All right. That chicken and waffles was really good. Want to try to pull this off. Feel like busting loose here. So grateful to be up here, so let's do this. In 1919, Walt Disney was fired from his job as a cartoonist from the Kansas City Star. His boss was actually quoted as saying, "Walt lacks imagination and overall good ideas." I think you and I both know that Walt Disney didn't listen to the label that was given to him by somebody else. So what I want to talk about is actually the labels that we live by. Many of us actually live by a label that was given to us by somebody else. Many times that was when we were children. And if we do live by our own labels, oftentimes those are very self-defeating. So if you want to be a photographer, a mixologist, a chef, a restaurateur, and you don't call yourself a photographer, a chef, a restaurateur, why would anybody else? They won't. So let me give you my story of my self-talk. 2009, I became one of 3 photographers for the World Series of Poker. Cool. It was. But what it was 49 straight days photographing a non-emotional sport, trying to capture emotion, all the while I can't show any emotion at all because I'm right behind the players. Oftentimes, I can actually see the whole cards. So literally, this is what it was like. "12 hours a day, 49 straight days." But what 2009 was for me is when a shift began to happen, because I can remember walking through the thousands of poker tables and people and being like, "Damn, John, you're a professional photographer. You're actually doing what you wanted to do." And I began to believe in myself more, right? That's what we all want to do. Because that World Series of Poker was finite, but now the possibilities for me were infinite. Fast forward to 2018. I met many of you guys photographing for the Charleston City paper. It's my chicken. What y'all might not know about me, for the past 6 years, at the same time doing this, I can be found setting up a mechanical bull, taking money at the downtown farmers markets, at the jump castles, doing some restaurant social media, shout out to the Palace Hotel, or photographing steps in a recipe for the local palate. So when I say I love my job, I definitely love my job, the photography that's given. But what I love is the constant shifting gears that I have to do, and I have to solve all my problems using my creativity. It's not just the art creativity, guys. It's actually, how the hell am I going to figure this out? And at the flexibility to change at the ring of the phone. Life's hard, right? So why aren't you doing what you want to do? You have problems. You have obstacles, right? And while your problems might be like those people sitting next to you, financial situations, relationship woes, logistical situations, they're in fact inherently yours. Why? Because you're an individual. There's no 2 people like this on the planet. So you have variables within your life that make them inherently yours. So you got to use your creativity to figure this out. You might say, "Well, I'm not a creative person." Why? Because in first grade, little Sally had a picture that was drawn better than you, and the teacher was like, "Oh, that's so creative, Sally." You didn't get that treatment? Or maybe in 5th grade, you were stuck with the math and science kids, and all the art, creative kids were on the other side. So you let a label that was given to you by somebody else be the label that you carry with you today. Anybody else see the problem in that? So the recipe for your destination, your path, is simple. It's not easy. You have got to constantly put yourselves in situations of discomfort and unease over and over and over again. And when you can fall in love with that process of getting comfortable, being uncomfortable, that's when things start happening. Take this. I was sweating, scared. I might have had 4 or 5, 6 beers, stressed out, maybe straining. But I had to tell myself, what am I really scared of, right? I could get up here, completely bomb, forget everything I'm going to say, and just kind of stare at you guys. Awkwardly. Afterwards, you might feel sorry for me. Meet me out in the lobby. Well, John, that's over. Here's a beer. Or I could crush it. You guys could be actually inspired at what I am saying. Might find some sort of value in this message. See me in the lobby, slap me on the back, buy me a beer. So all that fear, that's all up here. And that is everything we do in life, guys. So back to that idea of uniqueness. 7 billion people on this planet. There's no two alike, right? There's no 2 fingerprints. There's no 2 irises of the eye. And as I tell my daughter when we watch Frozen, no 2 snowflakes. So you have a responsibility to that internal feeling that you need to be somebody, you need to do something. There's a reason that's there, guys. There's a reason that you have that yearning. So you have a responsibility to your creativity, to that spirit. So what you got to do is face it. You have to actually get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and you have to tell yourself over and over and over again what it is you want to be, not what you're scared of. So I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It's by Confucius. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually correct. All right, guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all.